When was the last time you defined your core values? Have you ever stopped to think about what they actually are? If not, today's 6-minute investment in yourself may be one of the most valuable things you do this week. Welcome to the Call Me Courage Midweek Inspiration and Motivation. Today's episode is Core Values, Your Inner Compass. I'm Kenna, and this is your gentle pause in the middle of the week, a moment to breathe, reflect, and reconnect with your inner courage. This space is about me inspiring you and maybe sparking something within you along the way. These short reflections are here to help you slow down, listen inward, and realign with what feels true for you so you can move forward with greater clarity, intention, and heart. Let's begin. Hello, my friend. How's your day going? Is it one of those I'm ready to roll with the punches kind of days? Or maybe it's more of bring it on, I can handle it kind of day. Or perhaps you're simply thinking, I just don't have the energy to care today. No matter what kind of day you're having, there is something underneath it. And all that quietly guides every decision you make. Your core values. Core values are the essence of who we are. They're your internal compass, your guiding principles. They are who you are at your very best and who you want to consistently show up in everyday life. How do you discover your core values? I've included a link to a wonderful list in today's show notes from Brené Brown's book, Dare to Lead. Brené recommends narrowing your list down to 2 values. Personally, I like choosing 5 because they capture different parts of who we are. As you are choosing your values, think about every area of your life, yourself, your family, career, your community, the world, learning and education, romance, health, money, self-worth. Once you've narrowed your list to 5, write a short sentence describing why each one matters to you. Then comes the fun part. Put your values to the test. Ask yourself these 4 questions. First, where do I spend my extra money? Our spending often reveals what we truly value. For example, value is relationships. I happily spend money meeting friends for coffee or lunch because that supports something that's deeply important to me. Second, could someone pay me enough to go against this value? If honesty is one of your values, would you take a job where you're expected to lie or cover up things? If the answer is yes, then honesty may not be one of your core values. Third question, how long has this been important to me? Some values have been with us our whole lives. Others develop as we heal, grow, and become the people we're meant to be. Don't let your past define you. Your values can absolutely evolve. And the last question, how would I feel if I betrayed this value? Would I feel fine? Or would I feel disappointed, guilty, or deeply sad? The answer tells you a lot. So here's the quick test. Where do I spend my money? Could someone pay me to compromise the value? How long has it been important to me? How would I feel if I went against it? Now, I'm going to put myself out there and I will share you my current 5 core values. I actually revisit these every year when I'm setting my New Year goals because we're always growing and evolving. So I like to look at them and make sure that they're still good. Sometimes my values stay the same and sometimes they shift a little. So here we go. 1, fun. I believe life is meant to be enjoyed. If life gives me lemons, I'd rather make lemonade than complain about the lemons. So, you know that old saying, kindness. I want to spread kindness in every interaction with people, animals, nature. And yes, I'm still working on extending kindness to bad drivers. Working on that one. Courage. Courage is choosing to move forward even when fear is sitting behind us. Curiosity. I want to remain a lifelong learner, whether that's astrology, spirituality, understanding people, or simply discovering something new. And my last one, organization. Having order in my life creates peace, clarity, and room for what matters most. When I put my own values through the 4 questions test, they hold up. My extra money goes towards astrology classes, even dance classes, and spending time with friends over coffee. No amount of money could convince me to abandon these values. Most of them have been with me throughout my adult life. And if I ignored them, I know I'd feel deeply unhappy. Recently, I decided to take this exercise one step further. I mentioned the Rosebud journaling app before, and I asked it to help me summarize my reflections. Well, instead of giving me a single word, it combined ideas together. For example, instead of just kindness, it suggested kindness and compassion. Instead of simply curiosity, it became growth and curiosity. I actually love that approach because sometimes one word isn't quite enough to capture what's in our heart. So don't feel limited to choosing one word. If two complementary words better describe what matters most to you, embrace both. Your values are personal. There isn't a right or wrong answer. There is only your answer. So, my friend, I hope you spend a little time this week discovering or rediscovering your own core values. Because when you know what truly matters, making decisions becomes easier. Once you define your core values, you will always have an inner compass to guide you. Life won't always be easy, but you'll spend less time wondering which direction to take because your values will point you to the way. Setting boundaries becomes clearer, and living authentically becomes a whole lot simpler. Here's your mantra for the week. My core values are my inner compass. My core values are my inner compass. My core values are my inner compass. From the bottom of my heart, I hope you choose courage, kindness, and trust your inner compass to become the person that you were meant to be. Thank you for joining the Call Me Courage Midweek Inspiration and Motivation. As we close, remember you are allowed to pause, you are allowed to choose differently, and you are allowed to trust what feels true for you. Until we meet again, choose courage gently, and remember, your strength lies within. Bye-bye.